Hey everyone, this is Mitchell from Halo Machine. This video is just a quick comparison between our original LED gun stand and this LumenCore from Blackout Displays. Now for those who may not know, I started Halo Machine in 2018, and the following year in 2019 I invented a product that I called the original LED gun stand. Simply put, it is a firearm display stand or a gun stand with integrated LEDs. We were the first to come up with this idea, and we were the first to come to market with it. And for a few years, we were the only ones that actually made gun stands with LEDs. Nowadays, there are a few other companies out there that do them, but we are by far the most popular and biggest seller of LED gun stands. And across our Etsy store, our website, and other various platforms, we've actually amassed over 500 individual orders, and we've sold over 1,000 individual original LED gun stands to date. The first version of our original LED gun stand that we created is actually what we call the R series, which is what you see here on the right. It's what we refer to as a modular gun stand. Our R series consists of three main parts, which is what we call the base, the diffuser, and the top plate. The base and the diffuser are sealed together and cannot be separated, while the top plate rides on a dovetail that can be slid out from the rear of the base so that you can easily swap between different designs, LED colors, or different gun models. The reason for making a modular gun stand was so that you don't have to purchase a new gun stand every time you wanted to change up the look or use a different gun. We have many different top plate designs, and we didn't want you to have to purchase a whole new stand just to change out to a new top plate design. Now the reason why I'm doing this comparison video is because I came across two channels, one of them being TN Tactical and the other being Blackout Displays. The guy that runs the Blackout Displays YouTube channel and the company also runs the TN Tactical YouTube channel. In that video, the guy is showcasing the gun stand that you see here on the left. It's what he calls his LumenCore stand. Now these LumenCore stands have only been on the market for about 3 weeks, maybe less. And what I noticed is that they are a near one-to-one clone of our R series original LED gun stand that we've been selling since 2019. The first time I saw their YouTube video, I immediately knew that somebody had ripped us off. And if you watch their YouTube video, you will see many of the designs that they are using were actually copied from our designs, specifically their trifecta design, which is what you see here, and then their covenant design, which is quite literally a one-to-one clone of our arc top plate design that we made in 2021. Blackout Displays even use the same nomenclature as us, along with the same selling points that we use to describe our R-Series stands, such as it being modular and being able to swap top plates. And as previously stated, we refer to the components in our modular gun stands as a base and a top plate. Well, Blackout Displays also refers to theirs as a base and a top plate. Their modular gun stand also uses a top plate that rides on a dovetail and slides out the rear of the base exactly like our R series and even our RXL series, which is what you see here. Blackout Displays LumenCore stands also feature cutouts along the bases, which if you look here, along the base we have cutouts on the sides and even on the front. Well, on the ones from Blackout Displays, you got the same thing, along the sides and along the fronts. It's not just cutouts on the top. Blackout Displays also went to our Etsy page on either our M series or SK series listings. What they did was a copy and paste of our gun, make, and model drop down menu. They took our drop down menu and they copied it from our Etsy listing to their website. And this menu is what you use to select what gun, make, and model you want for your stand. It's something that we wrote by hand and organized ourselves by alphabetical order on Etsy. Meanwhile, Blackout Displays just does a literal copy and paste from our listings to their website. And regarding that gun, make, and model drop-down menu, if you select one of our gun stands for a specific gun, that gun has been tested to fit on that stand. The mag posts that we use, they are specific to each and every gun. We use calipers and micrometers to measure the magazines to get an accurate fit. I can tell you right now, especially this one, this is just a universal one-size-fits-all mag post. I've seen it so many times before on these file sharing websites where you can just download a file for free and 3D print it. So I'm going to show you the fitment differences between our original LED gun stand and this LumenCore from Blackout Displays. The gun I'll be using is the VP9, as both of these stands are meant for the VP9. So here's our VP9 on our original LED gun stand. So to the right, that's the play. To the left, hardly any play to the left. I'm pushing. It's pushing the stand, but it's not pushing the gun. To the right, that much play. There's hardly no play to the left. If I try to tilt the gun, it's not moving. I'll try the one from Blackout Displays with their universal fit mag posts. To the right, to the left. We'll try to line it up. To the right, to the left. You can see how much more play is in this pistol, along with just general movement, all this movement back and forth. It has all this play in it because this mag post is not really meant for an HK VP9. It's a universal fit. Our top plates are designed for the gun that you order it for. We do not make universal one-size-fits stands. What I want to talk about next is the diffusers in both of these stands. How well they diffuse the LEDs and how well they push the light around the stand, how even they are and how uniform the lighting is around the whole stand. You will see that the diffuser in our original LED gun stand is significantly better than what you get in these little Blackout Display stands. What we're going to show you here is the Blackout Display one. This is on the side of their stand, and what you'll see is you see all these black lines, all these crosshatch patterns, all these dark spots that are along the side of the diffuser. And here's the other side as well. It's the same thing. It's not a uniform color. You get white, you get black, you get gray, you get all these lines, you get everything. The reason for that is because they're using a translucent filament, which is not good when it comes to diffusion, especially in 3D printed stuff. And just to keep in mind, both of these stands are at their max brightness and they're both using white LEDs, obviously. Compared to ours, it's a uniform color. There's no crosshatch lines, there's no visible infill, there's no dark spots. Same thing on the other side. Okay? We do not use translucent filament to make our diffusers. You see the top of our stands, a nice uniform white all the way around. Not to mention at the very back of the stand, it's just as bright as it is at the front. Now, just to further prove how bad the diffusion is in the Blackout Display stand versus our original LED gun stand, I'm going to remove the top plates from both of them, and you will be able to immediately tell the difference between theirs and ours. You can clearly see how poor the diffusion is on this one here versus ours. You can see all the individual LEDs versus these ones on ours. You can barely see them. They're diffused so well. Here's the diffusion on the side again from before. You can see the one on the left has all those scratches and cross hatching and visible infill, and the one on the right, ours, a consistent uniform color all the way through. No dark spots, no cross hatching, no nothing. Y'all have seen how much better our diffusers are compared to these. But another thing I want to go over is how these stands actually connect, how the LEDs are actually powered. As of right now, our single color LEDs are run off of 12 volts. I'm going to unplug it, and you will see that there is an integrated barrel connector in the rear. It's always been like this. It's never changed. All you do is just connect it and you turn it on, okay? These ones are 5 volt USB through a USB-C. There's a button on the back. You click the button. It's all nicely integrated into the stand. There's no external power brick or anything. You just click it and it changes all the different colors. Kind of give you an idea here. I know it's hard to see. There's a bunch of green colors, there's a bunch of static colors, and dynamic colors. If I unplug it, even our 5-volt stands have an integrated button and an integrated USB-C. Again, it's a disconnect, so you can disconnect the stand completely from the power supply. Okay, if somebody trips over a cord, your stand and gun won't go flying off. Here's how these ones are ran. Now, I'm going to turn this off real quick. I'm going to show you. They just have a cable loosely put through a hole. There's no way to disconnect this from the stand. I want you to look what happens with this cable here. There's nothing stopping me, if I can get it to show you, from just pushing this cable in and out. Just like this. I'm just feeding it through. I want you to see something here. But you see that little LED right there? As I push this through, you can see it moving. These guys, when they put their LEDs in, all they're doing is relying on the tape to hold the LED. There's no glue anywhere in here on these LEDs. When we do our LEDs, we have the tape holding it in, but we also glue down the LEDs as a backup, because anyone who's dealt with LED strips knows that the tape fails over time. So even if the tape fails, we have glue and epoxy that holds everything down. Right now, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off, it's on. You get the point. Watch what happens when I move this cable. Look at that. You can't sit there and tell me that this is a premium product. I'll show you again. Turn it on. Let's just kind of give it a little nudge here. Just like that. Versus our stand, we'll plug it in. It's turned on right now. You can wiggle this around all day. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to impact the LEDs. We seal everything down. If you or your kid or your dog comes running through and they hit the cord, it just disconnects. Your stand and your gun stay where they're at, and the cord comes down and disconnects. And again, this is sealed in here. I haven't even tried to mess with it. So with everything being said and everything you've seen here, it's pretty obvious what this product is. This product from Blackout Displays, this LumenCore LED stand, or whatever they want to call it, all it is a cheap imitation of our original LED gun stand. It's a knockoff, it's a clone, it's a bootleg, it's a whatever you want to call it. There's no innovation, there's no originality. You know, it uses inferior materials, inferior manufacturing processes. The diffusion is worse, the LEDs are worse. I mean, here we go again, you know, on, off, on, off, on, off. You know, our stands don't do that. If you watch the YouTube video from TN Tactical or Blackout Displays, he makes a comment stating that he had never seen anyone make a modular LED gun stand before. So since he's never seen anyone do it, he decided to do it himself.
I did not really see anyone else doing this, so I just decided to try and make it happen.
The problem with that is that's clearly a lie. He's misleading consumers with that statement, because he knows he is not the first one to do this. Because of all the things that he clearly copied from us. Copied our designs, which includes our R3 design, our ARC top plate design, our R1 design. He copied the way that the stands function down to a T, to the point where he's using dovetails on them that slide out the rear. He could have had them slide out the front. He could have used screws to hold down the top plate. He could have done anything differently. He chose to do exactly how we do them. The difference between all these other people who make LED gun stands and Blackout Displays is those people did not rip us off. They didn't copy our designs, they didn't copy how our stands function, they didn't copy our marketing material, and they weren't trying to pass off their product as an original idea. Those other companies made their LED gun stands differently from ours, and really they're different enough as to not be confusingly similar in this already niche market. When I see someone so blatantly copying all of my IP and making an inferior product in the process, I just kind of feel like I have to talk about it. If Blackout Displays was actually original and innovative enough to come up with their own unique idea rather than just copying someone else's, then maybe I wouldn't feel the need to even make this video. Blackout Displays couldn't even come up with a name for their Covenant design without copying us. We named our arc top plate after the 7th level in Halo 3. We wanted a Halo themed design, so we ended up making our arc top plate, which is based off of Forerunner structure from the game Halo. But here comes Blackout Displays taking our arc design and making a one-to-one clone of it and then renaming it to Covenant, which is the main enemy force in the Halo games. There was even a comment on one of their videos saying how their Covenant top plate looked a lot like something from Halo, and TN Tactical or Blackout Displays, they essentially said, where do you think we got the idea? They definitely didn't get the idea from Halo. I think they got the idea from us at Halo Machine. I guarantee you that Blackout Displays is going to see this video and they're probably going to change how they make their stands, and it's going to be interesting to see how they proceed forward with it. They're going to change how they do the diffusion. They're going to change how they wire up the LEDs. If they do decide to change how they make their stands after seeing this video, all they'll be doing is further cloning our product. No matter what Blackout Display does to change their stands, they're always going to be known as a copycat and a mere imitation of someone else's original idea. So obviously I think it's pretty clear which one is the superior product and which one is just the cheap imitation. If you would like to support an original innovator and creator and want the most premium LED gun stand on the market, backed by 7 years of R&D and over 130 5-star reviews, feel free to hit us up on Etsy or on Instagram at Halo Machine. You can also email us at sales@halomachine.com. We do have our website, which is halomachine.com, but it's currently under development and should be open to the public fairly soon. Our R-Series Modular Original LED gun stand currently sells for $99.99 and is made right here in Texas with American-made materials. We offer free shipping on all of our products, no matter the cost. We have a large range of original LED gun stands for pistols and AR-15s, and pretty soon we will be announcing our MP5 stands. We've already shipped some of them out to a few people for testing. We have single color LED stands. We have single color cordless stands. Those run on an integrated rechargeable LiPo battery. We make multicolor RGB stands like you've seen in this video that have over 20 different static and dynamic colors. We make gun stands like our RXL series that have mag holders, and we also make our UBM stands, otherwise known as universal barrel mount. These stands are great for mounting your gun with a magazine still in it, or they're great for use with revolvers. We also have stands for single action army revolvers as well. Those are coming out soon, and a whole fleet of new designs are coming out for our modular gun stands. A whole lot of new top plate designs and redesigns of old ones. We also sell stands that don't have any LEDs at all if you want something simple. So again, this is Mitchell with Halo Machine. Just wanted to put this video out there to provide some context and clarification to the features and quality that you can expect from our premium original LED gun stand versus these cheap imitation LumenCore stands from Blackout Display. Lo and behold, I go to turn the stand on and look what happens. First of all, it's already trying to cut in and out again because the cable is so loose and falling apart. But if you notice, where are all the LEDs lit up? They're all burned out. You pull out the top plate, and again, look at it. Only one LED is lighting up. So, since the stand is broken, I'm going to go ahead and try to break into it just to evaluate it. He's got the diffuser glued down into place, just like we do with ours. So it's already broken, it's already destroyed. I'll break it apart, see what we can get in here. So let's just pull the whole thing out, why don't we? Yikes. So he's got this wacky little channel thing going on here with a top diffuser, and he's got diffusers down in the bottom. This is just bad quality. One thing you can see on these, there's no glue or epoxy whatsoever holding these LEDs in. You can see where they're already trying to come apart, where they're already trying to peel away. I mean, all I gotta do is start at one end and pull them away, just like this. First things first, I'm gonna cut this out with the LEDs. Let's see if I can get these out. I can already hear this thing creaking. Bad. You hear that? Oh. And just like that, we've already broke the line here where it connects to the bottom. So he has no layer adhesion to this. Look at how beefy this stand is, but yet it's so easy for me to break, just like that. Layer adhesion problems. Completely separated from the bottom layer. This big beefy stand broke just like that. So I went ahead and grabbed one of my R3 stands, which is what this is cloned after. Nothing inside of it, and we'll see if this one is just as easy to break as this one, or if it's more difficult. Nope. I'm applying a ton of pressure to this. I'm trying to sacrifice my own stand here. It's barely even bending. And you see how much thinner mine is compared to his. Mine is much thinner and more sleek than his, but yet I can barely get mine to break. It's not creaking, it's not cracking, it's not squeaking, it has no give. It's not going to break. That just goes to show you how strong our stands are compared to these. Here's the same base I just tried to break. Here's the top plate. Still fits. Still slides in and out just fine. Just like that. A little tight. There he goes. Clicks into place. Good as new.